Hi again, everybody. I'm Harry Donahue, and welcome to Inside Golf. Today we're at Medford Village in South Jersey. Now, this is a golf club that's been around for 60 years plus. It began back in the 50s as Sonny Jim's. Then, a few years later, new management, new ownership, and it was the birth of Medford Village. And they have continued to keep up with the times. It's a great golf course facility, but more than that, they've made some upgrades, including the brand new foyer and clubhouse facility right behind me. It's all just months old. And the golf course itself, well, it's iconic. It began back in the 50s, 7,700 yards. They didn't make golf clubs like that back then, but it still exists today as one of the most challenging 18 holes of championship golf in the Philadelphia area. Our old friend Bob Dorey is the new head pro here at Medford Village. Leo DeGisi, the former head pro, is the general manager. We'll meet both of them, and we'll also catch up with Nick Pitt. He's the food and beverage manager. There's a lot going on and a lot to show you from Medford Village today on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn Macnow, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We're at Medford Village with Leo DeGisi, who is now, he's only the general manager. You had a lot of hats in your long career here at Medford Village. Tell us about it, Leo.
Well, welcome to Medford Village Country Club. I've been here for 38 years as its head golf professional, and I am now the general manager. But for 38 years, I've witnessed a lot of changes to the club, which you're going to talk about. Certainly changes to the facility, to members, and to the game itself.
We're right now in the lobby of the clubhouse, and it's probably the latest change, right? Quite a make-do.
Yes, it's well overdue.
Well, it looks beautiful, and it's not just the lobby, but throughout the clubhouse area and the pro shop, a lot of new things for the members.
Absolutely, yes.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about the history. Some of our older viewers may have remembered themselves or information been passed down the line about the name of this place. When it first opens, it was called Sonny Jim.
It was called Sonny Jim. It was a dream of Jim Himmeline, also known as Old Dutch. His dream was to have a golf course that would rival Pine Valley. And
that's setting the bar pretty high.
That's setting it very high. And this was his family's dairy farm. He contracted with golf course architect William F. Gordon to design a course that can withstand the best players and challenge them. And at that time, 1964, when it opened up, it was 7,300 yards. So you can imagine with the equipment and the ball at that time, what a challenge it was for the best players.
As good a challenge as you're going to get.
Yes.
Okay, let's spring forward. So then Sonny Jim, then new ownership took over, what, in the 70s?
Right, in the early 70s, 1971, Jim Himline fell into hardships and went into receivership, and new owners bought it and brought it to what it is today over the years. So they've had it for over 40 some odd years.
They brought the new name with it, Medford Village. And it's a full country club. You have golf members, social members, dinner members, and you offer
members.
More than just golf here.
That's correct. Golf, swim, you can partake in as little or as much as you want. And it's for the whole family. Kids, always kids, wives. Great place to spend.
You know, it's interesting. You look at the golf course. It's a Parkland-style golf course, pretty much tree-lined, narrow, but you have gone through some changes on the golf course itself physically to change that look a little bit, right?
We have. It was quite a difficult course, as I mentioned earlier, but we had to make it enjoyable for those golfers who couldn't play as well. For women, for juniors, so we've added 5 sets of tees. We've removed some waste areas just to make it, again, more enjoyable and friendly.
Par is still 72?
Par is still 72, yes.
You have some challenging par 3s out there, too. No gimmies.
There are no gimmies out there. One is about 255 yards, number 11. Number 4 is about 225 carry. Number 16, 200 yards, and the shortest one is 165 yards, but it's very narrow. So if you miss it 5 yards right or left, you're in a bunker. So.
Let's hope it plays downwind most of the time, Leo. Right?
Absolutely.
You've been here, like you said, almost 40 years.
Yes.
Have you seen generations now? I guess you're into maybe third generation of players.
Certainly 2 generations of players, and you're right, some third generation as well, but they're just starting to play.
Are there members still here that were here when it was Sonny Jim?
There are very few, probably a handful, and but if they played back in Sonny Jim days, they're probably not playing today, but eating.
Maybe they were teenagers back in those days, right? Having some fun.
Yes.
As we wrap it up with you, what's your best memories of being here for such a long period of time? It's not often that we see a head golf professional stay on board at the same club for almost 40 years.
Well, I've had the privilege of working for some great family, people who are committed to golf, are committed to the membership. And speaking of membership, I always tell new members coming in, our best asset here at Medford Village are our members. They're friendly, they're courteous, and unpretentious. And that's what makes a country club great, and that's why I've enjoyed working for this many years at one facility.
And now you have a little makeover here, a beautiful clubhouse entrance, and throughout the clubhouse and the pro shop and everything else, the locker rooms. It's a pleasure still after 40 years to show up every day and say, hey, this is where I call home, right?
Yes, it is. I'm very pleased and privileged to continue.
Do you get to play? That's the question.
With my new head golf professional, Bob Doria, he's going to give me that time to be able to do that.
Work on that handicap a little bit, right? Leo, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Congratulations on being here for such a long period of time, and it only gets better.
Thank you.
And you're a big part of that, I'm sure, if I talk to the members.
Thank you.
We'll be back. Bob Doria is the new head pro here at Medford Village. Leo talked about some of the challenging holes. We'll be back in a moment with Bob, and he's going to take on one of those par 3s that we talked about. That's next. It's Medford Village on Inside Golf. Uphill, like you said, about 20 feet?
I got about 20 feet up the hill.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
My favorite core value is sportsmanship, integrity, and honesty.
Respect, seeing what they do differently that I do.
Courtesy. I like helping people a lot.
Integrity and perseverance are one of the big ones that are my favorite. So.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf from Medford Village, and look who it is, Bob Doria. Bob Doria is the head pro here at Medford Village, has been here for 3 months or so, right, Bob?
Correct.
But more importantly, Bob Doria has shown up on Inside Golf probably more than any head professional in the Philadelphia section. You were, before this, Makefield Highlands, before that, the Bucks Club.
Correct.
Here you are now, back in South Jersey at Medford Village. Good to see you.
Great seeing you again, Harry. It's been a pleasure.
All right. How are things at Medford Village for you?
Fantastic. As you mentioned, I've been here for 3 months. Took over from Mr. DeGeezy with him moving up to the general manager seat. He and the staff here brought me in to be our new head professional, and I'm really looking forward to the opportunity.
Well, you've got a great facility here at Medford Village, Bob. A lot of history, as Leo DeGeezy started to recount for us. But he also mentioned, in terms of the golf course, some of the challenging par threes. No easy par threes. We're standing here, what, number 4?
We're on number 4 here. From the blue tee markers here, we're looking at a 215-yard par 3 with a carry over a cross bunker to a green that we affectionately call out here. Most of the greens are like potato chips. Every one's a little bit different, but they all have a lot of slope to them.
Okay, not as tasty maybe as some of those barbecue chips that I like. The designer, that was his MO, sort of, Mr. Gordon?
Yeah, Mr. Gordon, most of the golf courses he designed, Bucks County was actually one of those also, that this is one of his green design phases where the greens have a lot of slope in them from the edges, and makes for putting to be a little bit difficult, a lot of front to back slope and a lot of side to side slope.
Right. Now, you know, we look around, it's a Parkland style golf course, but there have been some changes in terms of removing some trees to kind of let the air circulate better, especially around the greens.
Yes.
And that's a common thing going on now in the golf course industry, right?
Correct. Originally when the course was designed, it was a farm. They decided to put in a lot of trees, and after a while the trees overgrow the fairway, so they need to start trimming back. You see a lot of tree removal being done by many golf clubs right now.
Absolutely. Is there a tendency, right to left hitters, left to right hitters, who has an advantage if there is one?
This golf course is definitely set up for the person who goes left to right, so anybody who hits fades is going to really enjoy playing out here.
Okay, how about you? Do you have a particular choice?
Unfortunately, I hit right to left, so I struggle a little bit out here trying to start the ball down tree lines. So,
well, with me, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers, we're not sure if it's going to be left to right or right to left on any given day.
Yeah.
That's why we got to come over to the Bob Doria Academy here at Medford Village, maybe, huh?
That's right. We have the Bob Doria Golf Academy here at Medford Village. It's open to the public. Can be found online at bobdoriagolfacademy.com. We have everything from programs for junior players to those who have never played golf before but would like to learn.
And you have a very strong membership in terms of, you know, people that have been members here, some for, as Leo said, maybe a couple generations, some newer members, over 300 golf members.
That is correct. We have over 300 golf members here at Medford Village, all different classifications, from our junior programs, where we have intermediate programs for those that are new into the business world in their 20s and 30s, all the way up to, you know, the over 40 group.
Leo DeGeezy mentioned earlier about the number of tee boxes you have here, and also you can mix and match a little bit between certain tees.
Correct. We actually have 6 sets of tee boxes. The course plays anywhere from 5,400 yards from the most forward tees to over 7,000 yards from the back tee markers. We also have the ability that we have a gold set of tee markers that gets you to 6,300, which is a combination of the white and the blue tee markers, depending on the hole. But that's where most of the members seem to like to play. Gives them a nice yardage. If they want to move up, the white tees are 61. If they want to move back, the course plays almost 6,700 yards.
Sounds enough of a challenge for most of us.
Definitely. Definitely a good golf course.
Speaking of challenges, you want me to put you on the spot? You ready?
Probably, and I'm hoping I can find the green here on this 215-yard hole.
This is the Inside Golf Challenge of the day at Medford Village. We're going to have the head pro, Bob Doria, take on number 4 at Medford Village. Good luck.
Thank you.
Number 4, what's it playing?
It's playing 217 today. Got a little bit of a helping wind.
Not much.
Not much.
In all honesty, not much.
In all honesty, not much. One of the few golf holes here that you need to have the right club going into this green. And unfortunately, I don't think I carry the right club for this hole. So we're going to try to get I carry a Heavenwood because I'm getting older, and I'm hoping that this is the right stick for this.
It's the right
shot.
stick.
So let's see if we can get it on the green.
You know what they say? Commit to the shot.
I got to commit.
You got to commit
for
to
sure.
the shot.
I got to commit to it.
Anywhere on, Robert. There you go. We're going to have a hole-in-one here on Inside Golf. No hole-in-one.
No hole-in-one.
Great shot.
I'm not buying drinks. That's
See
good.
how easy it is for this guy? Huh? You know, Bob, good shot, by the way, but from back there, you don't get a sense for the severe false frontage you have. It's like 4.5 feet above our foot level right now to the green.
Exactly. This green has a lot of slope from back to front. That shot coming in is coming into an uphill slope, so the ball's not going to release and go up that hill. Good thing is I'm below the hole, which is something you need to be here at Medford Village, because if you're above the hole, you're going to have some very interesting putts.
Yeah, especially back there in the center. That is about, what, another 3 or 4 feet above where the hole's cut right now.
Exactly. Exactly. When these greens in the
When
middle of
it's
summer are slick, it gets really interesting.
Get your 4-putt and get out of here. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not 4-putt.
Well, for you, it's a little bit easier, right? You got this uphill, like you said, about, what, 20 feet?
I got about 20 feet up the hill. Little slider from left to right.
Okay.
And if you want to tend the pin for me, Harry, maybe we can make something.
Oh, that'd be nice.
We'll see what happens.
That'd be nice. A little 2.
A little 2 wouldn't hurt.
Make sure you get it there now.
Yeah, I know. Don't be short, right?
Don't be short, Bob Doria. Got a chance. Got a chance.
Dead in the heart short.
Well, as Gary Koch would say, better than most.
Better than most.
Good job.
Thank you.
Nice 3. Okay, we saw this, part of the challenging par 3s. What are some of your other favorite holes out here?
Favorite holes out here would be number 8, a little dogleg left par 4. Position's critical off the tee because it's a down shoot of pine trees. And then you're playing to a very long, narrow green, about 45 yards deep, over a little pond that's fronting the green. So second shot, real critical depending on where the flag is. If the flag's on the front, you got to be real precise with the second shot. If the pin's in the back, you also don't want to leave yourself on the front of the green and leave yourself over a 90-foot putt up the hill. Kind of tough to get it all the way back.
That's a big potato chip.
That's a big potato chip.
Big potato chip. How about par 5s?
Par 5s, we have, all the par 5s are actually unique in design. The longest we have out here from the back tees is number 10. It plays 600 yards. You have a creek that bisects the fairway. And then you have a cross bunker very similar to number 4 here, where you have to carry the cross bunker in order to get it to the green. So a little bit of risk reward there. The other par 5s range in yardage from 500 yards to 520 yards, but because of their structure, 14th hole is a big boomerang. If you're a fader, it's perfect because you can keep hitting fades all the way down to the green. Number 3, you're going to need 2 good golf shots to leave yourself a little 90-yard shot into a very long, narrow green. But the par 5s have just as much variety as these long par 3s here at Medford Village.
Par 72. By the way, in the future, a couple of years from now, due to your nice relationship you have with the USGA, this is going to be the site for a U.S. Open qualifier in the summer of 2019.
That is correct. Summer 2019, we will have the U.S. Open local qualifier here at Medford Village Country Club. It's a great test of golf. I think the pros will be challenged by the golf course. And I don't know if any of them will have the opportunity to get Dutch Himmeline's $1,000 that he offered up for anybody breaking par, but it'll be a challenge to see if anybody can.
Is that what Old Dutch did?
He offered up $1,000 to any golf
How many
professional.
takers were there?
There were quite a few, but nobody collected the money.
Oh, we won't talk about that, Old Dutch. You going to try to qualify in 2019? Maybe?
Only for
Maybe?
only for the seniors, because I'm a senior now, so I will be a very happy spectator.
I got you. Bob, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, Harry. Thanks for coming out.
Good luck in your new job here.
Thank you.
Well, you may be feeling a little hungry or thirsty right about now. We'll be back with Nick Pitt. He's the food and beverage manager here at Medford Village. That's next on Inside Golf.
Our main banquet ballroom.
The 36-hole finals of the 117th BMW Philadelphia Amateur Championship were held recently at the Philadelphia Cricket Club on a humid, overcast Saturday. Philly cricket member Gregor Orlando defeated Grant Skylas from Ledge Rock 9-8 to become the 10th cricketer to hoist the Jaywood Platt Trophy in victory. Orlando started his day winning the first hole of the scheduled 36-hole match and was never caught. He birdied the first hole when he knocked a pitching wedge from 138 yards out of a right fairway bunker. Then he sank a 10-foot putt. He led 3 up in the morning and then went on a tear in the afternoon, winning 7 of the 10 holes played.
I didn't sleep well last night. I think it was just the fact that I wanted to win so bad. I wanted to get out to a quick start just because I didn't want to get behind the 8 ball. Match play, you never want to get behind. So there were 2 great par saves on 6 and 7 that kept me ahead, and those were key in just keeping my nerves down and keeping me calm on the way through. I can't tell you how excited I am. Just being able to be on that trophy with some of the best players in the area, it's really special.
Back in late May, the Drexel Dragons head golf coach Ben Feld won his first career Golf Association of Philadelphia major championship as he outdistanced 2-time GAP Player of the Year Jeff Osberg to win the Middle Amateur Championship by 2 strokes at Overbrook Golf Club. Both Feld and Osberg are members at Huntington Valley. With a 1-stroke gap after 17 holes, Osberg drove into a horrendous lie in deep grass just above the fairway bunker. Then he whiffed on his second shot, then punched out to about 20 yards with his third and made a double bogey. Previously, Feld had also missed the green on number 18, and he was unable to hold a 10-foot par putt, leading to some late drama.
I was definitely having a hard time putting the ball down on the green on 18, just my hand shaking a little bit. Play 18 a little sloppy, but to actually do it, it's really unbelievable.
Welcome back to Inside Golf at Medford Village, and we have saved, maybe the best for last when it comes to food and beverage. Nick Pitt.
Thank you very much.
He's the director of food and beverage. You've been here about a year and a half. We're sitting here in the beautiful banquet room. Tell us about it.
This is our main banquet ballroom. We seat about 170 people in here with a dance floor for a wedding function, or for a regular dinner, we can seat upwards of 200 people. On the outside of the building, we have the patio, where we can also host cocktail hours with a gazebo for wedding ceremonies. We run the whole gamut here. We do corporate events, we can do breakfast seminars for businesses, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings, corporate charity events.
Full service.
Full service.
Full service indeed. And members dining isn't necessarily in here,
No,
right?
we have the member bar where we do all our member dining. We seat about 90 people in there. We do lunch Tuesdays through Sundays, breakfast Saturdays and Sundays, and in season we do dinner Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sundays.
Do you have any special theme menus over the course of the year?
We do a lot of member events during the course of the summer. We'll do cigar dinners, wine pairing dinners. This year we're trying for the first time a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville night at the pool, which will be kind of a luau menu, fun for the membership. And on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights we do a more casual dinner, attracting the members from the pool with more of a light fare menu for them.
Talking about menus and overtime, it's not just meat and potatoes anymore, and maybe a type of fish. I mean, you have to keep on top of your game with your chef, who, by the way, is been here how long?
Chef Gary Miller is excellent. He's been at the club now for 27 years.
He must be turning out some good food.
There's a reason he's been here that long. And he never ceases to amaze us week in, week out.
So, but like I was going to say, Gary has to keep up with what people expect.
Keep up with the trends, and in a private club, it's trying to keep everybody happy and please everybody. It's not always an easy task, but no, he does a very nice job with it.
There's so much competition. I mean, the restaurant business has exploded.
Absolutely.
You know that.
Absolutely.
So you realize you're not going to get everybody all the time, but you want to make a go-to place, Medford Village.
Absolutely, and catering to a smaller audience too, we really have to do a good job to get them in here.
What would be one of your favorite menu items that Chef Gary has come up with?
He does a fantastic branzino with a mushroom julie, and it's very, very popular, and one of my favorites.
You're making me hungry here, Nick.
Maybe we can get you
I'll have to come
your
back
lunch afterwards. Absolutely. Come back as our guest.
Well, it's a pleasure. Thanks very much for giving us the latest from the banquet room here at Medford Village, have a great season.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
I know your members will enjoy it.
Thank you.
Nick Pitt is the food and beverage manager, and we will be back to wrap things up from Medford Village here on Inside Golf in just a moment.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our look at Medford Village today on Inside Golf. We want to thank Leo DeGisi and Bob Doria and Nick Pitt for giving us a tour and filling us in on some of the changes and also some of the history of this great golf club tradition. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up and enjoy Medford Village if you get the chance. See you next time right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia. GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.